All right, guys. Hi, it's Miss Cox here. I know you can't see me, but I hope everybody is still doing well and staying safe. So glad to be able to do another directed drawing with you guys today. I'm gonna be doing it on an app on my phone today, but don't worry. All you still need is a piece of paper and something to draw with, a pencil or a marker or a crayon, anything at all. Now this can be done on normal paper, but it can make kind of a pretty Easter decoration. So parents, if you want to do this on something a little bit heavier like cardstock or construction paper even, you can do that too. So today we're going to be drawing some Easter flowers. And we're going to be using our shapes to make some patterns. So let's just take a minute and think about all the different shapes we know. So we know circles, right? Pretty easy. And we know squares. And we know triangles, right? And those are the main shapes that we're going to be using today. But there are other types of lines that we can use to make shapes, right? So we can use curvy lines like this, right? Still super easy to make, right? Everybody go ahead and practice real quick. Just making those curvy lines, right? Curvy lines. Maybe on the back of your paper, you can practice some of these shapes and lines, right? Or on a spare piece of paper. And we can also use straight lines like this, right? That helps us make patterns. And we can use dots or little like filled in circles, right? Like this. Those don't really want to fill in for me, but there we go. Little dots like this, right? So we're going to be combining all of these today to make some pretty Easter flowers. So let's go ahead and get your paper in front of you and get your marker or your pencil or crayon. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start by drawing some circles. Super easy, right? So we're going to draw a circle here. And then we're going to draw another circle around it, just like this. All right. Then I'm going to draw one of mine's going to be a little bit taller, so I'm going to draw it up here. And then I think I'm going to draw another one maybe down here. Now, you can draw as many of these as you want. They can be as big or as little as you want. They can be anywhere on the page that you want, because flowers grow in all kinds of ways, right? So there's really no wrong way to do it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the inside of our circles, just right here like this. And we're going to start our first pattern, use our first shapes, right? So maybe in your first flower, maybe you want to put a square. You know, I think I'm going to put a square right here, just like this. And I'm going to fill this in. Now, you don't have to make your flowers exactly like mine. In fact, I'm hoping you don't make yours exactly like mine, because you guys come up with just the coolest stuff all the time, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. So, I did my square, and I think in the middle, maybe I'm going to put a little circle. Another little circle, just like that, a little dot. Now in my next one, I think maybe I'm going to start with a little circle in the middle. And then I'm just going to do some regular looking flower petals, just like this. Some of those curvy lines we talked about, right? And just looks like normal little flower petals in there, right? Okay, now in the middle of this flower, let's see, what do I want to put in this flower? I think that I'm going to put a circle right here. And I think I'm going to put some, let's see, I think I'm going to put some triangles in there. Just like this. They're kind of skinny triangles, but still triangles. All right, but we're not done yet, because next we are going to put another pattern inside this circle on the outside, okay? So what we're going to do, I think on this one, I think I'm going to put a curvy pattern right out here, just like this, all the way around. Now, you know, most flowers don't have squares in them like this, right? And that's true. They don't usually have squares, but we're gonna just make some pretend flowers and just make them look different and cool using all of our different shapes. I'm gonna fill that in there real quick while I think about what pattern I want to put on the outside. Let's see, you know what? I think I'm gonna put some lines. We talked about using straight lines to help us make patterns, right? This isn't perfect. Your flowers don't have to be perfect. Flowers are all kinds of different ways, right? So don't worry about making it perfect. We're just gonna do our patterns and see what comes out. So I'm gonna put dots around the outside of this flower. All right, nice dots. Okay. All right, so now we're going to do a whole other layer of patterns, all right? So we've got our layers of patterns here, our layers of shapes. Now we're going to do layers on the outside. So, you know, I think on the outside of this one, I'm going to do some rectangles, right? Some long rectangles just like this. Whew, let's see, that's taken me a minute. All right, so rectangles. Again, they don't have to be perfect. This is just about having fun. It's not about being perfect. All right, so I've got some rectangles out there. Let's see, on this one, you know, I think I'm gonna put some little dots. I kind of like doing the little dots. They're pretty fun. I'm just gonna do some dots all the way around the outside. All right. And let's see, I think I'm gonna color in these little triangles right here. And then I think I'm gonna put some like big curves out here, some big kind of normal looking flower petals. And then guess what? If you want, you can go in and put in some lines, because you know flower petals usually have like a little line right there. That's kind of nice, right? All right, so now we've got some flowers. Now, if you wanted, you could go in and put even more shapes in. So like if I wanted, I could go in and put some more flower petals around this one, like that. Or I could put dots around this one, and I could just keep going. I could just keep making more and more layers of shapes and patterns. I'm gonna stop right there so our video doesn't get too long. But if you guys want to keep making shapes and keep making patterns, you guys go right ahead, because I would so super love to see them. But the next step I'm going to do is I am going to put some stems on our flowers just like that. Just 2 lines is all it takes. I'm going to put the little stem in right here. And I'm going to put a little stem on this one just like that. And I'm going to put a couple of little leaves on it just like that. And that shape is just like a little football, right? It's kind of a little half football shape. So I'm going to put a little leaf in there, and I'm going to put a little line on our leaf, because leaves kind of have those little lines on them sometimes, right? All right, and now we've got our flowers drawn, so now is the important part. We're going to color them. And, you know, I'm thinking that we should use some pretty Easter colors. So that's going to be like, let's see, let's use this purple color. Purple is a good Easter color, right? So I'm going to color the outside leaves here. I'm going to color them purple. Whoop. All right, trying to do this quick. So you can color the outside leaves on this one purple. And again, your your flowers don't have to look just like mine. You guys can use whatever patterns and whatever shapes you want to. You can have as many flowers as you want or as few flowers. If you guys just want to draw one big giant flower, you can do that too. It's your flowers. And you guys do such cool stuff that I know it's going to look great no matter what you do. So I did purple there. I think I'm going to make this square purple. And let's see, maybe I'm going to make the outside here purple on this one. Nice. Okay. So another good Easter color to use is going to be pink. Let me see if I can find a good pink here. Oh, there's a good one. All right. So maybe I'm going to make these little triangles in here pink. All right. Nice. Good pink color. Make these pink. Cool. All right. All right, I'm going to make the middle here pink. All right, another good Easter color. This is one of my favorite Easter colors. Kind of a blue-green or a teal or blue. Just plain blue is a good Easter color. I'm going to color the outside of this here. These colors, all of my little rectangles. Now, you guys can use crayons to do this, or markers, or watercolors, paints. Or a good trick, parents, if you don't want to break out the watercolors, you can have them color with their Crayola crayons. And then if you just, I know it's a little scarce right now, I guess, like rubbing alcohol. If you put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on it, you get the same kind of effect as a watercolor. And it may also work if you just get it wet, just spray it a little bit. That could have the same kind of effect. You can play around with it some, but regular Crayola markers actually look really cool if you color something in and then get it a little wet. So you could also actually, if you guys have coffee filters, you can do these flowers on coffee filters and then spray it. And that would actually probably end up looking pretty cool too. So lots of different things to try with this sort of drawing, this sort of activity. And you'll get lots of cool looking results, I think. So let's see, let's do a little bit of orange too, because that's a good bright Easter color. So I'm going to color this part in here orange. And let's see, I'm going to color the middle orange here. And you know what, maybe I'm just going to put a little bit of orange right in here. All right, and then I think the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to color, use a really good green and color in the stems on my flowers. Just like this. Doing it really quick. All right, guys, so there are some good, easy Easter flowers for us. Now, a next step that you might want to do, depending on what you are drawing on, something you can do is to take a big marker and just draw an egg shape over your drawing. And like it's okay if it cuts over some things, because then what you'll do actually is cut that egg shape out, and then you've got a nice, beautiful Easter egg that you can put in your window or on your fridge or anywhere that you can see it throughout the Easter holiday. So, all right, guys. That is all that I have for you. Now, if there are any questions, you can message me, and I will do my best to help out. I hope you guys have a good time with this. I'd love to see your flowers when you're done with them. You can post them on the Facebook or send them right to me. Yeah, that's it, guys. Well, have a good Easter holiday. I hope everyone has a good time, and we'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.